2 years ago in Oracle Arena, a blip happened. Thanos must have snapped his fingers or something because Durant, Klay, and Iguodala disappeared. Now, 2 years later, while we couldn't get Durant back, both Klay and Iguodala have reappeared for the Warriors. And you know what that means? It is going to be the encore of the 73-9 Warriors. ESPN and the other networks may not be talking about the Warriors now, but come the regular season, that is all they're going to be talking about. So just how good are the 2022 Warriors going to be? Well, believe it or not, they'll be a super team that should send shivers down both the Lakers and the Nets' spines. Let me show you what I mean. I'll start off by talking a bit about last season and all the tragedies that fell upon him. Klay injured his Achilles before the season even started. Kelly Oubre shot like 0 from 30 from deep to start the season, and when he finally found his groove, he injured his wrist and sat out the rest of the season. James Wiseman, due to COVID protocols, missed training camp, and then, when he finally found his groove, he tore his MCL. Steph Curry injured his tailbone, and then there was Brad Wanamaker. I'm just going to stop right there. I can go on, but you get the point, right? If this laboratory squad, which was like 35% of the Warriors' full potential, was capable of getting the 8th seed prior to the play-in tournament, just imagine what they'll be able to do at 80, 90, or even 100%. Man, they might even go 74-8. Alright, that might be a little on the ambitious side, but let me show you what 80% of the Warriors' potential looks like. First off, Klay Thompson is back.
The drive, Klay Thompson, who has had a terrific night, 33-point, a long 3 for...
Recently, he's only been getting stronger and stronger, both physically and mentally. I'm going to guess Klay is going to come back at a minimum of 80% of his max strength and average anywhere between 16 and 22 points per game, on shooting splits of close to 50, 40, and 90. I mean, look at KD. The Durantula came back at 120%, and word has it that Durant was helping Klay throughout his rehab process. Here's a quick clip of a recent Instagram story Klay posted. Dang guys, those look pretty smooth to me, and he still has another 4 months or so to get stronger. Having him on the roster will already improve the Warriors by leaps and bounds, and I haven't even gotten to what's next yet. And up next, we have the number 2 draft pick of 2020. James Wiseman is going to be a lot better in his second season. New centers in the NBA, 9 times out of 10, take about a year to adjust to the rigors of the league, and Wiseman is following suit perfectly. I mean, look at Chris Bosh, the 2-time Miami Heat champion. The 2 7-footers had a similar first year, both averaging exactly 11.5 points per game. And yet, look at what Bosh did in his second season. He averaged nearly 17 points, while increasing his rebound production as well. Chris Bosh also had this to say of James Wiseman recently. I truly believe in Wiseman. All he has to do is set screens for Steph and Klay and roll, and he'll be open all next season.
Wiseman, Curry, high pick and roll. Give it back to the big kid. Oh, you can do that.
Man, if Wiseman can just do that in 2020, he'll average about 15 to 17 points per night and truly be a force of nature for the Dubs. Holy smokes, this is already looking 10 times better than last season. And the scary thing is, I haven't even talked about the development of Wiggins, Jordan Poole, and JTA. Wiggins has the potential to become an all-NBA defender in 2022. Jordan Poole has the potential to become the 6th man of the year. And JTA, well, he's starting to make a name for himself around the league. Last season, after playing against the Phoenix Suns, Chris Paul went up to JTA and said, "Man, I respect you. I respect dogs. I respect your story. How you got in this league." Man, did you know that JTA even talked trash to LeBron James and got his respect? In the play-in tournament, JTA went up to LBJ and said, "I'm here. What's up? You got to score on me. You got to show me."
He's got to be great when Curry rests. James drives on Toscano Anderson, layup, banks it home.
Well, LeBron did score on him, but showed him some respect and said, "Man, that was great defense, but I'm the best player in the world." My goodness. And the crazy thing about the 2022 Warriors is, I haven't even gotten to the new additions of Otto Porter Jr. or Nemanja Bjelica either. First off, let's talk about how good Otto Porter can be, alright? The man was the 3rd overall pick in 2013 and is currently in the midst of his prime at 28 years old. He's been battling injuries for the past 2 years, but could still come in for 20 minutes a night and drop 40% from three-point range. Otto Porter, when healthy, is capable of getting a $100 million contract, but the dude signed with the Warriors on a veteran's minimum. Recently, Otto Porter said, "I'm feeling really good. The body is in good condition." As soon as the season was over with, actually, before the season was over with, I was getting my body in tip-top shape. The Warriors need 4 things from Otto, and if he can provide these things, man oh man guys, it is going to be #yay area. Anyway, the 4 things Otto Porter needs to do are: number 1, stay healthy. Number 2, shoot 40% from three-point range. Number 3, defend with his length and athleticism. Number 4, stay healthy. Next off, it's not just Otto Porter the Warriors signed. They also signed Nemanja Bjelica. The dude is a 6'10" power forward who can shoot the 3-ball at over 40%. On top of that, get this guys, so the NBA is obviously the top-tier basketball league in the world, but after the NBA is the EuroLeague, and my man Bjelica was the 2015 EuroLeague MVP. He knows how to get buckets, he knows how to be effective, and he knows how to be an MVP. Have I said enough yet to convince y'all at just how much butt-kicking this Warriors team is going to do in 2022? Well, I think we still got some non-believers. Okay, let me keep doing my job. The Warriors were a top 5 defensive team last year, and they're only going to get better in this category. If they signed Gary Payton II for the whole season, they would have just added the 2021 G League Defensive Player of the Year.
And having to defend him on one end and then match up and go up against him offensively on the other.
Then we have Jonathan Kuminga, who could literally be the Black Panthers stuntman because he's so athletic and acrobatic with his dunks.
The Warriors on the break out. Look out! Kuminga with the throwdown.
And then comes the offense, guys. So in 2021, the top 4 offensive teams in terms of efficiency were the Brooklyn Nets, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Jazz, and then the Suns. And you know what they all had in common? They were all excellent three-point shooting teams. Well, for the Warriors, if I just go with a 9-deep rotation with Steph, Klay, Dre, Wiggins, Bjelica, Otto Porter, Jordan Poole, Wiseman, and JTA, well, that's at least 7 players who can shoot the 3-ball at about 40%. If Dre and Wiseman can start knocking down their open threes too, well then everybody in the rotation is going to be dropping bombs. Furthermore, with Steph and Klay on the roster, the Warriors have the capability of becoming the best 3-point shooting team in the league. And when that happens, the court will open up for players like Wiggins and Jordan Poole to use their athleticism to attack the paint. So get ready for some highlight reels, guys.
Ugly 3-point shooting streak, but Kelly's doing a lot of other good things. Wiggins in the
Next off, as you all know already, Iggy is back in town. His leadership is going to be huge for the Warriors, and he'll be a source of stability for the team and a huge locker room presence. Since we're talking about leadership, another quick thing about leadership I want to mention is Klay Thompson again. I never heard this story before, but I just want to share what type of character Klay is. Sean Livingston had this to say of Klay. "We were toward the end of that first title season. We've already made the playoffs. We may have already clinched seeding. There's nothing really on the line. I think we were out in Phoenix or somewhere. We end up winning, but Klay missed the game. It might have been the first game he missed all season. He was out due to injury, so we're all huddled up post-game in the locker room, and he stops us and says, 'Guys, I just want to apologize for not suiting up tonight. My bad. I take great pride in not missing any games.' I remember looking at Steph. I remember looking at Andre. Those were our captains. I'm like, is this dude serious?" Championship DNA, guys. That's what the Warriors are made up of. No wonder why everyone wants to play with the Warriors. In fact, Quinn Cook had this to say of the Warriors a few years back. "When Golden State called, I told my agent, I didn't care if I never play. I don't have to play. I just want to be part of that organization. I want to learn every single day from those guys. And not just because the Warriors had just won, and won 2 of the last 3 NBA finals, and gone to 3 straight finals. It wasn't just that. It was just the people that were there. Weapons, defense, leadership, culture. It seems that everything is lining up perfectly for the 2022 Warriors. And make no mistake, they are a super team. Man, I cannot wait to see what Steph does to other teams next year in the playoffs. Can you? If you can't wait, then click on this video here. I gathered 10 times that Steph Curry just absolutely humiliated other NBA players and made them look like little kids. Anyway, I can't explain it too well, so just click the video, guys, watch it, and like always, I'll see you on the other side.